Hi guys, Jay Smith here, welcome to the AskGolfNut channel and welcome to the update to the best of the Players Distance Irons of 2024. Why am I doing an update? Well, because of some feedback when it comes to the forgiveness side of things and trying to make it a little bit more easy to understand how one is more forgiving than the other, etc. I thought I'd do an update video to explain it a bit better, and also there was a couple of rounding errors which meant a couple of the irons have swapped places with each other. Nothing's changed when it comes to the winners, but just trying to be as fair as I possibly can do to every single iron. On the list there's no different. We have the Cali 01T, we've got the Callaway TI Fusion, the AI 200, Limit 3D from Cobra, and also the Forge Tech. We've got Mizuno Pro 245, Ping i530, Srixon ZX5 Mark II, Takomo 101T, TaylorMade P790 2023 model, the latest one, and the Vice VG i01 and Wilson Dynapower Forge. No PXG as yet, although I did go down to the PXG London flagship store yesterday to get custom fit for my media samples, which hopefully should be arriving in a couple of weeks time. So it will be interesting then to do all the videos for that to see how well the PXG gets up on the list. So I'll be doing an update to the update with the PXG in there. And of course, no Titleist, because still Titleist have not replied to their emails. Come on Titleist, answer your inbox. At least once, please. I've got the top 6, not the 12 on there. Again, this is the best of 2024, not the worst of 2024. Comment below if you want to see the worst of 2024. I have got looks and feel. You can see on there that there's no way is it included in the rankings. It is basically just my thoughts and feelings, my opinion of what I think looks and feel are, etc. Of course, I play blades. I like something which is shiny. I like something which is small, and I like something which feels really nice and soft. These are Players Distance irons, so none of them are going to get a 5, and none of them are going to get a 5 for looks and feel. They're just not going to happen. So let's go have a look at the forgiveness side of things. Let's explain what I mean by percentages. So let's go by the toe first. Who wins? No different. Ping i530. If you're someone who hits it off the toe and you need something that's going to be uber forgiving off the toe, the Ping i530 is the best. What does that 0.11% mean? That is basically drop off, effective drop off, efficiency, bang for your buck, smash factor, depending on what launch monitor you use. How much drop off do you get per millimeter? So as you move around from the middle, so geometric middle, and you move across the face, you lose 0.11% per millimeter. The Mizuno Pro 245, 6 on the list, obviously it's halfway. There are 6 other ones which are on the list which are far, far worse. Again, best of, not worst of. Within reason, you can see that the Ping i530 is twice as forgiving off the toe than the Mizuno Pro 245. Now, a caveat to that would be, remember, the golf club manufacturers make these golf clubs in specific ways to be more forgiving of more parts or some parts than others. They will always sacrifice certain parts of the face to be more forgiving off of others. You can see that when it comes to the numbers effectively. Heel strikes. Let's go see which one's the best of heel strikes. I would not suggest in any way, shape or form that you buy a golf club on the basis of which one's best off the heel. Because if your balance average is a heel and then you have a more heely day, just that day, there is a hosel there. No one likes hitting the hosel rockets. No one likes that at all. And so if you are heel biased, just try and move your strike over towards the toe. It is a much safer place to be. But if you want to know, the Dynapower Forge from Wilson wins marginally, but it is a winner. 0.18% it drops, so 0.18% per millimeter of miss off the heel. And then you got the Callaway TI Fusion, the Srixon ZX5 Mark II, Cobra Forge Tech, the Mizuno Pro 245 is all in tied second on 0.19, 0.19, 0.19, 0.19. So it is mighty, mighty close, but the winner is the Wilson Dynapower Forged. Low strikes, let's see how, yeah, okay, Cobra Limit 3D. Just wins. It just wins by quite some margin. It has got a boatload of tungsten in that face. It is 3D printed. It's designed to have a ton of tungsten in it to try and protect against mishits. It is really expensive. I have not included price in this. The cost of these are immense. People have a different relationship with money, so some people can't even justify the cost of direct-to-consumer manufacturer stuff, which is generally cheaper, and they will always buy from the likes of eBay or Facebook Marketplace, golf clubs of cash, their pro shops, because they can't justify the cost of spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds even on DTC stuff. Which one's the most forgiving? So the way this is now done, we have now got 42, I think it's 42 different golf clubs in the database of heat mapping on the database. So mapping how good a face is, how much drop off you get per millimeter from certain parts of the face. 42 now, and they range from game improvement irons, super game improvement irons, all the way through to blades. And so what I have basically got here is the average golf club would score 0. And bear in mind, there are super game improvement irons all the way to blades on there. And then anything better than 0 would score in the green percentage, and anything worse than that would score in the red percentage. And so you can see that, again, Cobra Limit 3D wins. 24% more forgiving than the average golf club. It just wins. The Strixon ZX5 Mark II, 18% better. The Ping i530. Anyone in and around this for players distance iron. And remember, some of these are quite small. They are more players than they are game improvement irons, but they are not designed to be super massively forgiving. So anyone even going down to Mizuno Pro 245 at losing 7% across the average. I mean, there are some big golf clubs in there which do very, very, very well and designed to do very, very, very well. And so anyone around there is doing mighty impressive, but the most impressive one is the Limit 3D, but it is really, really expensive. Face speed. What is face speed? Face speed is basically just a measure of how fast that face is. As a slow to mid swing speed golfer, let's say, you're going to need something that's going to generate as much speed as possible as your swing speed starts to reduce. And so the Callaway TR Fusion with a 1.56 face speed is mighty, mighty impressive. The Vice VGIO1, a direct to consumer manufacturer, as long with the Callaway i200, is in joint second at 1.54. The AI faces do really, really well. Callaway's AI face is extremely good at keeping ball speed up. Face spin rate. Why is face spin rate is important? Well, again, mid to slow swing speed golfers, you need as much spin on the golf ball as you possibly can do, because generally speaking, every condition on the golf course is designed to take spin off. As you swing slower, you lose spin. Absolutely, that's the case. And so you can get to a point where if you mishit it very fractionally as well, you can get those flights where the ball just falls out the sky. It's because it hasn't got enough spin. So you need a golf club with a lot of spin. Conversely, if you look at hyper fast swing speed golfers, 95 to 97, 100 miles an hour with a 7-iron, the last thing they need is excess spin, because the ball flight is just going to climb. It's going to come down with snow on it, and there's actually going to be no functional flight whatsoever. They're going to lose out so much on distance. So I have graded it green to red on the basis that there are more slower swing speed or mid to slow swing golfers than there are hyper fast, but just be aware of that. The winner, Tacoma 101T, does a mighty fine job at being able to keep spin on that golf ball. This is loft adjusted, so this is loft of, let's say, 30 degrees, loft adjusted, which golf club basically produces more spin on the golf ball. Remember, this is the same golf ball, the Mizuno RB Tour has not changed, it is just how much one golf club spins the golf ball more than the other ones. Strixon ZX5 Mark II, also second place, doing very well. Launch factor, which one wins the launch factor? What does launch factor mean? So again, a loft for loft adjusted effectively. How much launch do you get per dynamic loft? So whatever loft you're going to deliver, because everyone delivers a different amount of dynamic loft, how much of that dynamic loft is translated into launch? And so the Callaway i200 wins 77% of the dynamic loft that you deliver is converted into launch. So if you need a golf club which launches the best possible, the Callaway AI200 does really very, very well. But look, Cobra Limit 3D, again, is second place on that one, 75%. Mizuno Pro 245, 74.1%. The only thing I would say with the Callaway i200, as you can see, does the best at launching it. If you look at the forgiveness side of things, it's not exactly what you call the most forgiving. And also the spin rate on the AI200 is not brilliant either. We're basically effectively measuring center of gravity. And so as a general rule, the higher the launch factor, the lower the center of gravity, the lower the spin rate as well. But the AI200 is not the most forgiving golf club in the world. However, if you're a golfer that hits the middle a lot, but wants as much launch as possible, you cannot beat the AI200 for that. If you want to get a golf club which basically launches it really well, but is also forgiving and doesn't cost the earth, Mizuno Pro 245 wins. So let's go the rank, the total rank, and see which is best of the lot. This is a rank compared to every single golf club on my list, and it's just a case so you can see there are golf clubs in between. Cobra Limit 3D wins. However, if you are worried about the cost and you want something which works very close to that, then the Srixon ZX5 Mark II comes a very, very close second. Ping i530 is still a very, very good balance, no different to the TaylorMade P790 or the Mizuno Pro 245, and the Tacoma 101T does also very, very good. If you want to know the winner, there you go, Cobra Limited 3D. If you want to know the winner when it comes to a balance on cost as well, it'll be the Srixon ZX5 Mark II. But again, cost is up to you guys on that one. I will be doing the players and players cavity in a different video, and also I've got the game improvement best of irons coming next. I'm going to do that one next and do the players and players cavity after that one. Hope you liked the video. If you did, go on, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. YouTube like, so do I. Down there is a subscribe button. It's free and it is great for the channel if you could subscribe, so thank you. And next to that one is a bell icon. It's a notification bell. If you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. Hope you're well. We'll see you again soon.